Hi everybody, and welcome back. I'm so pleased to be back in the cabin. The decorating has finished at last, and I'm a cheerful chappy again. I'm never doing the hallway stairs and landing ever again. I'm paying somebody next time to come in and do it. But anyway, moving on from that, we're back in the cabin. I did get a little bit done while I was painting, but not a lot. But I've made up this little section here. So this fits in this bit here. And you say, why are you doing that, John? I can hear you saying it. Basically, and I kind of guessed that this was going to happen, the curve that will come down here, there's my hand, needs a little bit more. So what I've done, I've made up this piece here. All I've used is this, it's like an insulation foam, which is there. This one's 10mm. Get it from B&Q, you get it in packs, and it's quite cheap, and it's quite nice and easy to cut. So I decided to use it. I haven't used it as yet, and I bought it, believe it or not, about 4 or 5 years ago. They still do it, for when I started building the railway, because I thought, oh, that's a good idea. Saw something on YouTube similar. It's like XPS foam, I think, but slightly different. But anyway, it's quite solid when you get it together in what I've done here. Now, if I just pull that out, you can see that I've made a frame underneath, and that is really solid. And I've also used some 2mm MDF, and I've got stacks of this. I bought it off of eBay. Someplace was selling it all off in packs, and they're just sort of like I don't know, 6-inch wide strips, you know, 15 centimeters wide, 150mm, and I've used that because I intend to use these N-gauge screws that I've got just to screw here and there with the track. So that just gives it a little bit more bite in there. Also, you'll see in here, I don't know whether I can get the right camera angle. Yeah, there. That's going to form a tunnel which will lead, let me get that out of the way, my hand back in from underneath there and run down to the dock side, which is just beyond the camera there. But this fits in just like this. I won't fully put it in yet because I was just gluing down some more cork, but it does fit. A little bit bigger in paper. It's a bit tight, but like I say, I need to be right over there to get my hands right at it. This piece here is removable so that I can get in the tunnel and actually clean the track. There'll be a removable bit on the other side as well. Now, it'll have to be on a stick of some sort, and I'll use some track magic or whatever we're going to use, and that's how that's going to happen. But this will be removable, and that does fit under there quite snugly, but I'm going to get some of them little magnets and we're going to just stick that on there. Obviously this will be covered up with some kind of stone, and if you saw in the last video, I've done a stone effect which I really like, and that will be glued onto there. But like I say, it's easy to work with, and it's actually formed quite nicely. So that was that. Today I've actually started laying some track, and I think I'll get my hand in there again, pointing there. We're just starting just to lay the junction in, because I'm laying the track down from the back bridge, which is up there beyond the camera shot. So that's where I'm at. Just thought I'd let you know what I'm doing. Might be a day or two before I come back to you. This is it's a Saturday, a non-golfing Saturday, and I think I'm expected to go out soon, and I shall be doing that with Mrs. Exehaven. So that's what's going on. I'm actually at the beginning of track laying. I've got a piece of track over there that I'm currently working on, ready to put down. I'm going to do the inner track first, and then with my Pico weigh gauge little tool, I'm going to do the outer track. But I need to get that junction into Exehaven Harbour, or the beginnings of the junction anyway, just so that I can get the inside track through there. So that's what's going on, and I'll come back to you. It might be in a couple of days' time, might be in a couple of hours, who knows. But for you, it won't be very long. Right, okay, so here we are back at track laying. I got a little way in the last segment, and it's been a good week or so since then. I've been out here, I think I was out here Saturday morning for a little while, and I'd done, my fingers in here, there's a point there and a crossover. That took me all morning to do, to get that right, and that was all I kind of got done on Saturday. I had to go and do some other stuff Saturday afternoon. It was a non-golfing Saturday, but you know, that's where I got. The other thing that I was doing as well, and the piece of track that runs down from the bridge there, I was painting, and since that time I've decided it was too tedious. I mean, Ewan at Blackwood is where I got it from. He told me what paint to use, and thank you for that, Ewan. I really appreciate that. But I'm decided that I'm going to spray it, and I've watched a couple of other YouTube videos, and I had a little practice at the weekend, and I don't know how well this is going to come out. Here's the track, and basically all I've done with that is give it a spray with some sort of grey, and then I've gone over it with some beige, a very light wash of beige, but it takes that plastic look off, and it actually looks quite good. But that was just a test piece. I'm actually going to use some sort of a darker brown sort of colour, rusty brown, and then I'm going to use some of that beige as well. But it actually came out better than I thought, and I'm going to go with that, because I mean it's going to cut the time tremendously with that. So anyway, moving on from that, I have painted some of it. The track down from the bridge to the point and the crossover is painted, and it does look good, but it took me such a long time. So anyway, so today from the point over here, I've managed to lay all of this piece of track here, all on the upper edge here where the carriage is, and I've gone right round to there. Now I'm not going any further today with track laying, because I've wired it, and I'm just about to actually connect it to the bus, because I want to test it before I go any further. I'm going to give the track a good clean, and I'm going to take it from there, because I don't want to get all the way around the room and then find that it doesn't work that well. Now I've been running the carriage over in it, as you can see just down here, and you know, it does run round really well. I think actually I can't believe that I've tried this twice already and it's worked absolutely perfectly. I think there is something actually on that piece of track that goes to show. I tested it before I went into lunch. I've had a bit of lunch and come back out, and I think I've left something over there. So oh dear, bear with me, and I'll be back in a while. Well, welcome back, and after saying that I'd laid the track and everything was good, and the coach crashing over the end there, over that point, I found the point was set the wrong way. Hey, you just can't trust yourself when you're shooting videos. When you say something's running really well, it doesn't. But anyway, as you can see, I'm in the middle of testing, which is going okay. got the Class 24 with just a coach, just to test that the track is in and running and working as well. And I've got all the track joiners all jointed up nicely, with no bits of bumpy track where I've just missed the fish plate. But yeah, so what I'm going to do shortly is I'm just going to get out one of my more finicky steam engines, let's call them, just to see how they run over the track and over the junction over there. It's been quite a frustrating spell because because of it just created a short immediately when I first switched the track on. Then I got a message on my Z21 saying your IP address is not correct, which then led me to believe I had full fibre fitted last week, and let's just say it didn't go to plan. Very frustrating week. And anyway, of course, the Z21 saying the IP address wasn't right led me to down a whole other rabbit hole of investigation to see why the Z21 wasn't working on my new full fibre. But anyway, as it turned out, it wasn't that. It was something to do with the way that I'd wired the point and the crossover in over there. So as soon as I took all the wiring out of that and redone it, it was all good. So here we are, with the trains running much more at Exehaven, and needless to say, I'm quite pleased with what I've done so far, and all seems to be running well, he says. Oh, tempting fate, but it is at the moment, and it's good to see. So I'm going to get on in a minute. I'm just going to test that steam engine, or the one that I'm thinking of, which is the schools class, which it does run lovely, but it can be a bit pernickety over dodgy track, so hence why I'm going to run it. Okay, so I'll get that sorted out, and I'll come back to you in the next segment, which will be the last segment of this video. Okay, so I'll be back shortly. Right, okay, so we're all set, ready to go with the schools class, and I'm about to set her off now. So there she goes. I've had one little test run with this, so if it doesn't go right, it's because it didn't film the first time. There were a couple of little spots where it got a bit stoppy starty up here, but I think that might be just due to dirty track, but it seems to have worked okay going that way. So if we come back down again, yeah, just a little bit stuttery, and I think that's where I've painted track. Ewan at Blackwood kindly gave me all the details of the paint to paint the sides of the track, but it took me so long. I've decided to spray it. I saw another YouTube channel and the guy done it with spray paint, and it worked really easily, very quickly. I have had a little test, and I've got the bit of track there, but it's so subtle you can't see it, but I've done it in like a very dark grey and then sprayed over with a beige spray paint that I've got, and it come out really well, and I like it. And on the camera, oh, I'm not following the train, my apologies. On the camera you can't hardly see it, but to the naked eye it looks great. So I'm going to go in that direction, but don't worry, Ewan, that paint won't be wasted. That'll come in handy for some other projects along the way. But I can see the track does need painting. It needs painting, but it needs cleaning as well. We have a little slight derailment there as well, haven't we? Not sure whether that was me putting that on incorrectly and I didn't spot it, or it's come off somewhere. Right, so there she goes again, out of shot. Yeah, come on, John. Good camera work. Yeah, Off she goes up there. I mean, in general, she's running very well, and I just think a few little bits and pieces will sort that out. Just return that in the next back in the direction, and I'll just check that as it comes back round here, just to see if it's derailed again or it was me just not putting the train on right. Yep, all looks good. Excellent. So that's how we're fixed at the moment. So we'll just change the direction of that before we come off the end, slow her right down. So this will be the end of the video. I'm going to crack on with more track. Apologies for that, hit the tripod, where's my finger? We're going to carry on up that straight today. Hopefully I can get all of that done today. Train out of shot again. But thank you all for your support. Been a little while since I've been able to get a video out. Last week was just taken up with the having the full fibre fitted, and a few other things going on with the family. So I'm hopefully back to some sort of normality with the layout, and I shall try and get regular videos out every couple of weeks as we progress. You know, just sorry, I was just watching it go over the points there because I've got it running at quite slow speed now, and I think the track does need a good clean over, which I will be doing at some stage. But you know, I just want to get on with it really, and it's nice to see that the trains are running. So I shall leave it there. Thanks to the new subscribers. Hopefully you'll enjoy what you're seeing, and next time round, who knows? I might even have a circuit, but I might be going a little bit too far there, eh? All right, thanks everybody. Cheers for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.